This video deals with the PTE Write from Dictation task in the Pearson Test of English. There are 3 to 4 verbal sentences that you'll hear throughout the test. Each sentence is between 3 and 5 seconds long, and there is a 7 seconds time gap before each sentence, in which you can take notes, either on the note paper in front of you or in the text box on the screen. And each response is not time limited. There's no negative scoring either, so I'll explain what that means. If you don't know how to spell a word, you can write it down 2 ways. The computer is only programmed to recognize the correct word, not the incorrect word, which means you can write it a couple of times if you need to. For example, if you don't know how to spell approached, you could spell it a couple of ways. The computer is only going to recognize the correct one. Also, if you don't know whether or not you heard a word, just write it down anyway. The computer has no intuition like a person. It's only programmed to recognize the correct word. So if you write something incorrectly, it will not recognize it. Once again, the software is only programmed to recognize what is correct, not what isn't. So how can you improve your ability to remember every word in each sentence? The idea is to use shorthand, either on the notepad provided or in the text box on the screen. Just write the consonants of each lexeme. That just means the nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. And if a word begins with a vowel, you should write that too. Write the prepositions in full, and make sure you keep writing in shorthand even when the audio finishes, and you can fix it up afterwards. Here's an example.
A celebrated theory is still the source of a great controversy.
If you don't know whether or not you heard a word, remember, just write it down anyway. So here you can see that the indefinitive article in the beginning was not written in the shorthand, and all the vowels are now present because I've added them. And there's a be verb between theory and still, which I didn't write down because it just seemed logical anyway. And then there's a definitive article before source and an indefinitive article between of and great. So all of those extra words that you think should be there, you just add them later on. Here's another example.
A good abstract shows the key points of a paper.
Once again, you'll notice the pink words, the indefinitive articles and the definitive article after shows. I didn't need to write those down because I just knew they should be there anyway, and all the vowels are now present, so I've just fixed it up basically after I've heard the text. Here's another example.
A laptop computer has been found in the biology lab.
Once again, you can see that all the vowels are now present, and any extra words that I think that they said are now added. Even if I'm not sure whether the indefinitive article a and the definitive article the were used, I just write them anyway, because the computer is only programmed to recognize what is correct, not what isn't, so you won't lose points for that. Here's another example.
The artists tied with the conservative politicians earned the roles of critics.
Once again, you'll notice all the vowels are now present, and the definitive article between earn and roles is written in as well. And that's the end. So I hope that helps you. Just watch the video a few times and you should get this right from dictation down to a T. Thanks for watching.